Welcome to Hooked on Classics. This is TC. Yes, welcome back to Adventure 2 of TC. Today we are going to be working on the back end. We're not working on the engine today. Later on in the video you may see us working on other components at the front, but at the moment we are going to focus at the back. So let's walk down to the back of the car. And we are going to open the boot and tailgate. Okay, so I have done something already today. So we've got the exhaust, remains of the exhaust hanger and its rubber grommet, which is knackered, and it was surrounded by, it won't stay still, cable ties. As you can see, the markings on there, it had 3 cable ties around it. Anyway, we're going to flip upside down and I'll climb under the car because the exhaust is now not connected to anything. So let's go underneath. Ignore that hole. There, if the camera will focus, is where the bracket bolts. Now, there is a gap. If you mate it back up to here, there is a small hole here, but I didn't notice it. Gary pointed it out from Cortina City for our Facebook group, because he's popped round. These 2 bolts need to be removed, but we have no WD-40, so he's going to go and find some. Also, I'm going to go and remove these 2 bolts here, and slowly, catchy monkey. Or is it? It's over that way. There's a bolt over there. I'm going to remove the bumper bar because, as I pan across again, I spotted this here. Can you see that? Right in pretty much the middle of your screen there. There is a crack. So it looks like the rear valance is going to have to be replaced. But we will see what we can do. Hopefully I can just do patch repairs because I really want this car to keep its look. But as you can see, there is quite a bit of rust back here. Bit of a hole there, unfortunately. And I will look down on that from above shortly. I don't know how I can clean this tub up. Hopefully, oh, bits of rust in my face. Hopefully I can cut this. You see that shape there? It's an angle here. And cut around and replace that section of metal. And just do that and then create a hole here and then put in a bung. But I do need to do some welding to this. But the rear end of this, I'm going to do one thing at a time. Don't get lost in it. Just got to disconnect all these cables and such. This inner section here, I'm not too sure. Sorry about if you feel a bit wonky, or because angled cameras on YouTube can make it look weird. So this is level under the car. Now that part of the inner panel, I'm not too sure what that piece is called. I think it's like an inner side quarter panel. That needs to be replaced, but these bits I've been told are not easy to come by. So yeah, I don't think the other side's as bad as that, but this is the worst corner at the back. So what we're going to do is get that section there all sprayed up, let it soak for a minute, and then try and get it off. Fingers crossed we can do that, and then grind back and re-weld and clean it, get it good. Well, whoa. not do that. It's welded. What I need now is a drill and some drill bits, and paint it before it goes back on the car. Cut back in a bit. Proper job. Here we go. Drilling new holes to bolt it to the underside of the car. And I need to plug it in first, that would help.
Edit that bit out.
There you go. Right, take 2. Drilling holes after the drill's plugged in. And make sure it goes the right way. Got to get the holes right. That second one did not want to go through properly.
Is it gone?
Just. That's better. Right, line it up underneath the car, see how it looks. Actually, might need to just quickly round off that one there. Right, okay, so getting the bolts out from underneath, and a number of them have sheared. I've got Andy from the Cortina City Facebook group helping me here. Sorry, Gary. Sorry, I got the names wrong. What we're going to do now is remove the bumper and have a look at these irons. Ooh. Hang on, let's zoom into that. Oh my god. That's full of rust. Jeez, let's have a look at the other one. See, that one's not quite so bad. But this one, my word. That is crazy. Right, let's lower it down because obviously we disconnected the wires. My god, that's... No wonder the bolt's sheared. That's just full of mud and rust and dirt. And the reason being... Okay, sorry, the camera cut out. Yeah, so this is all full of nasty rust and such. And the reason being is because the inner valance has failed. Don't worry, it looks a lot worse on camera than it actually does in person because it's solid metal. It's solid. It's just surface rust. It just looks worse than it actually is. I think I'm gonna have to replace this outer valance and this upper valance. Possibly. We'll have to see. I may be able to cut back on this and just like replace this section, possibly. But I have found cracks in here as well. From the underside you can see a lot more, you can see the light for it. Unless that's just me looking at this one, but that there is definitely going. Okay, we're in focus. One thing which I wanted to just quickly go over, the car does have some rust to it, which is understandable. It is like 48 years old. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly look at the rust and see what we've got to play with. So, down in that corner, you'll see there's a few rust spots. There is some holes there which are strengthening parts to the car. So that part of the sill is okay. But it does need cleaning up. It's not perfect. I will have to slide the seat forward so I can get some more view of that. But on the passenger side, I've got some cans of stuff here. Just going to move these a second. We come down here, and yes, there is a hole. And no, it's not that bad. Yes, we can see through to the outside weld, and there is some rust in there. But I'm not that worried because it's one job at a time. Over on the driver's side, you can see a hole there in the floor pan. That can be a patch repair. Underneath there is a chassis rail which does need some repair. It's not a massive job. If I come out of the car, shut the door, it shuts quite nicely. Come back here, I did forget the underside of the drive passenger door is rusty. We have some rust here, but it's nothing major. I can look at this and do like I can rub that back. I can look at everything separately. It is solid. There is some flaking paint there, but it's not a massive issue. There's a few holes in the back here, but as the sill repair kit, that can sort that out. Let's go around and have a look. Obviously you've seen the hole there, and obviously the repair work that needs to be done at the back. Let's get this door open. This sill is very similar to the other side, but it is solid. It has got some plastic covers here, which they can come off, and I will be checking underneath. I think Pete did it initially, but as I said, we've got sill repair panels. We need to fix those hinges. Get the door open. Sorry about the jerkiness of the camera, everyone. In here, yeah, let's lift this up a minute so we can just get a good view of what we've got here. So this mat has had it, and it needs to be replaced. But there. That's a pretty small hole, but obviously when I grind it back, clean it up, it will, I'm sure, present more issues. And in behind here, as they all do in most cars, there is a bit of a hole down there, but I'm not overly concerned with that just yet. So we'll leave those bits for now, and we'll get on with what we were doing before. Okay, so what we've done is we've taken both tail lights out, because we obviously need to remove the wiring before we can start cutting more metal. The last thing I want to do is cut through wiring. So I've taken out the light, and there's literally so much sealant in here, it is unbelievable. But in a way it's a good thing, because no moisture has got in, and it is completely rot free in here. I mean, there's a little bit of surface dirt, but there's pretty much no rot. I mean, there's a little bit there, but it's solid in here as well. It's amazing. I'm going to get a light up inside here, because obviously that goes up into the back channel of the car, up towards the roof. I'm going to have a look through there. But the wiring that came through to this tail light came through that hole, not this one. And obviously it goes down through between all the panels. So what I've done is I've labelled the wires, even though they're not quite the same colour. I mean, this is a black with a yellow tracer going to what looks like a wire with a red tracer, white with a red tracer, and it's even got blue paint where it's been resprayed by whoever painted it for the co-op. But yeah, labelled all the others. There's some side lights that go into the side of the unit, and they are slightly differently coloured too. But we'll follow the wire along. We've got the bit for this wire is for the bumper registration plate lights. That is an earth wire. Oh no, hang on, no. Where's the earth wire? No, this one joins the loom. Sorry. Yeah, this joins the loom. There's a bit of moisture in there. I've just noticed that. It might be worth drying that out. No, that's the tail light. Bumper light, sorry. And there is an earth wire as well, because I unscrewed it because it goes here. Oh no, it's attached to the bumper. That's why. Anyway, this wire comes up through here, and it looks a bit of a mess here, but it's not really. The wire for the other side comes through this one here, and then this one goes through back towards towards the main loom. So what we need to do is remove this wire here, and then obviously label up this one, take it all off, and then you know, put it all in here out of the way and safe. So I'm going to do that. I'll cut back after I've done that.